What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ray Finito. I'm back with my second ever Fri-Yap video. Who knew I could be so consistent? If you're new to my channel, my Fri-Yap series is going to consist of me talking about 2 to 3 topics every single Friday while I do something random. And the thing that I'm going to be doing tonight is drum roll. Folding my laundry. I told y'all it was going to be random. Last week I was doing my makeup. This week I'm folding laundry. Okay, honestly, I just want to jump straight into it. My first topic is going to be dating as a single parent. Now, I did want to say dating as a single mom and make that the whole first topic, but I noticed when you put genders on stuff, it low-key be starting a gender war, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But I will give my experience on dating as a single mom, simply because that's just, my experience. But yeah, I understand if you have, preferences on who you like to date, your standards, whatever. What I don't like, and this just is not even just like about single parents, I guess it can be applied to a lot of things, but if something or someone isn't your type, that does not give you the right to disrespect them. So, I was talking to my friends and about some experiences that we both had, as dating as single parents, and it's a comment that gets like made about us being, damaged goods or used goods or, leftovers, or men like to say things like, oh, you picked the wrong man and now you want another man to take care of that kid or them kids. Again, nothing is wrong with having your preferences, but why does it always have to be like some animosity behind it? Prime example, I don't like pork. You won't catch me dissing pork. I won't sit up and list all the reasons I don't like pork and why. I just don't eat pork. That's just my preference. Why can't it just be, oh, you have a kid? And I do have a kid, I have one kid. But why can't it just be, oh, you have a kid? It's not my type. Or, you got a kid? I'm not interested in dating, women with children. And we just leave it at that. And the same thing can be said about women. Y'all don't have to be like, oh, you got kids? Like, I don't really know what women say to men, because again, I'm not a man, I don't want to speak for the male experience, but I will say that it's just no need to insult somebody if they're not your type, or them having kids is just a preference that you would prefer them. I don't know, I said that so wrong. If you just prefer for your partner not to have kids from a previous relationship, that's all you have to say, and then you can just move on with your life without having to talk to them again. And it's so funny because it's kind of like a stereotype, and I think it's because the women typically get the kids in a lot of the cases, and we have the physical evidence of being in a previous relationship, and men just think that we just lose all of our value or our worth because we have a child from a previous relationship. And it's funny that that Offset said this exact same thing. He was like, you're 30 something, whatever he said to Cardi, you're 30 something and you got 3 kids, but he's 30 something and he has 6. Right. But to wrap up this first topic, because even though I do say I be yapping, it's certain topics I like to talk about more than other topics, and this was just one that I wanted to kind of speed through. So if you got a preference, date what's in your preference. And if you meet somebody and they don't meet your list of preferences, respectfully tell them that and just move on. It's not that hard. I promise it's not that hard. All right, this next topic is a little controversial, so if you're not ready for it, I understand. But I want to talk about how a lot of the things that I thought I needed to enjoy life, I really don't need them, and I'm really ready to disconnect from all of that completely. And now you're like, what you mean by that, Ray? When it comes to the music, the clubbing, the excessive drinking, being promiscuous, the type of clothes I wear, what else? I'm gonna think of some more, but all these things I thought I needed to enjoy life, I ain't really been enjoying life the way I think I have, Like, I look at my life like, okay, I go out, I look forward to the weekend, I go get what I think is this really pretty, revealing outfit that's fashion or whatever, and I put it on, and I drink with my friends. We all do the same thing. We pregame and put our makeup on, and we go out to the club and we listen to the same music over and over and over and over and over again. And the night either goes one or three ways, or maybe even all of them in one night. And I'm not saying that this is what I do currently now, I'm just saying in my experiences. But we go out, we drink, we smoke. We either have us a really good time or a really bad time. You either, you know, have fun, it's full of laughter, or the night just goes astray and a whole bunch of problems occur. You probably ended up in the bed with somebody you didn't want to end up in the bed with. And it's the same repeated cycle all the time. And I really noticed this when I was in St. Louis and I kept going to this club. I'm not gonna say the club name because I ain't trying to slander them or nothing. But I went to this club. I spent like maybe 9 months in St. Louis, and I probably went to this club maybe like 8 or 9 times. And the first times I was going, I was actually sober, and I was looking around and I wasn't having any fun. I wasn't having any fun. Like, it was like, I'm enjoying my time with my friends, but I could have enjoyed my time with my friends anywhere. We could have went and kicked it and hung out anywhere, and I still would have enjoyed my time with them. I'm watching them all do the same dance moves, everybody recording themselves, everybody drinking the same liquor. We're listening to the same music that we always listening to. Ain't this what y'all been waiting for? You ready? Like, I'm so tired of praying for times like this, to wrong like this. No shade to McMill. But I just noticed that it was just, I can't really explain the experience. If you ever been in the club sober, then you know what I'm talking about. Just looking around and you're just like, wow, this is so boring. This is not really fun, you know? I honestly think it's because I'm getting more mature, I'm getting more wiser, and I'm just starting to see life for like what it really is. And it's just not the things I thought I needed to have fun. I just don't need to have fun. So I spent 90 days sober. Shout out to Dom Galore. She always gets an honorable mention. And in that 90 days of me being sober, I spent 31 of those days fasting. And when I tell y'all, that was just the best time ever, because, oh, got hair in my mouth, because I was really enjoying stuff, remembering everything, like my judgment wasn't clouded, and I just felt free. Like, I felt like I was getting real close to God. And then as soon as that 90 days is over, I started drinking again. And my bad, y'all, my phone died. But yeah, I ended up going to drink and stuff again and partying and all that, and I felt the exact same way I did before I did the cleanse. But I felt like I was getting so close to God, and then boom, I went in the opposite direction, and I was so mad, and I'm still mad about it, and I'm still feeling the consequences of that to this day, you know? But yeah, y'all, I'm just in this period of my life where I'm ready to transform, and I'm not trying to go into a new era, because eras are like periods of time and it's short-lived. I'm ready to literally change the way that I think, the way that I dress, the way that I choose to spend my free time, my hobbies, the music I listen to, everything. And one thing that really made me want to do this is because I recently just got like drunk, and I called a really good friend of mine at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I let that liquor get the best of me. And I can't even remember why I was so mad or why my feelings were so hurt, but I just remember I blocked their number, blocked their social media, and I was like, I cannot contact this person again because they don't need a volatile person in their life like me. And I feel like I'm too volatile right now, and I don't like that about myself. I just don't like that about myself. And I get it, we all handle our vices differently, but this my journey, this my channel, this what I'm talking about. I want to let go of this stuff and transform myself for me, because I don't like the way I'm doing stuff. I don't like the way I'm living, okay? And now, for my final topic, how my second topic ties into my third, because I said it would, is how I just been feeling really disconnected. And at first, I was like, I feel so disconnected from the world. You know, it's just something is going on, and I don't know what it is. I just feel so disconnected from the world. And quite honestly, I figured it out. I haven't been disconnected from the world. I've been disconnected from God completely. This is no tea, no shade to nobody. Live your life how you want to. I'm gonna live mine how I want. When it comes down to the stuff I consume, the music, the stuff I see on social media, the way I drink, all of that stuff is not of God. It's not. And I have been so worried about being connected and reconnecting to the world that I ain't been focusing on reconnecting to God and trying to figure out what an established relationship with God look like. I've been focused on everything else but that. Like literally, like I've been focused on everything else but focusing on God. Now, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live their life or you know, what to do on their journey. But I feel like if you find yourself in the same type of realization that I'm in, I feel like you should really do it because you want to, you know. Fall in love with God because you want to. Don't do it because this guy you interested in or this girl you interested in, you know, is following the Lord in her journey or his journey. Don't do it just because you just broke up with somebody. Don't do it because your grandmama, your grandpappy, all them want you to do it. Do it because it's genuinely what you want. I genuinely crave a relationship with God. And I am aware that I have been lukewarm. And God don't like that. God don't like that. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. And this is not to comfort nobody. This is just me telling the truth. I really feel like it's been a freaking spiritual warfare on my body. Okay, y'all, so this is the next day. The fact that I'm having to record this on a different app because something is going on with my devices is crazy. But to sum up all my talking points, 1, it is okay to have preferences. 2, it is not okay to disrespect people because they're not of your preference. So if you have an idea of what you want your partner to be, to look like, or whatever, and you meet somebody who is not up to par with that standard, respectfully just tell them that you're not interested. Disrespecting people because they not who you want them to be is insane. 2, if you feeling like you're disconnected from the world, maybe you keep trying to force connection with things that you are no longer in alignment with, and it's time to start looking elsewhere, you know, for those connections. 3, you want to follow God, that's 100% fine. I can't tell you not one bad story of somebody following Jesus Christ. But if you feel like you're not ready for that, that's okay. But, however, it is not okay to be lukewarm ever. So eventually you're going to have to, you know, pick a side, and it just is what it is. But yeah, if y'all got any topics that y'all want to suggest, feel free to drop them down in the comments below on any of my social medias. I will go through them and I will pick the most popular 3. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay connected with me. I'm out.